It's already open. A handle attached to a rotating shaft which transmits and modifies rotary motion and torque. I can't. It's stuck. I'm sorry to do this to you, little fella, but it's for the future of the whole planet. I think it's fake. Hey, Ted. Talkative as ever, eh, Ted? Boy, I haven't seen you since I was here 5 years ago. Boy, I wish I had as little on my mind as you do. No offense intended, of course. You haven't changed a whole lot. You know, I bet you'd really like my friend Hoagie. He can pass out standing up and not drop anything. Well, I'd best be on about saving the world. Ha! Gotcha good, old buddy. It's closed.
Hey, that's friggin' hilarious. Why don't you go show your mama now, 'cause I'm busy.
Hi.
Don't sneak up on me like that.
What are you up to?
I locked my keys in the car.
I don't see your keys in the car.
Actually, I lost them somewhere.
Here, perhaps these are your keys.
Where? Gimme. Hey, thanks, pal. Keep the crowbar.
Thank you, masked man.
Drat. What sort of person would carry around this many keys? It must be one of these. Maybe this one. It must be one of these.
It's stuck to the floor. Spearmint, my favorite.
Hey, boy, you missed the party.
You and the clown were having a party?
No, last night. At the Novelty Good Salesman's Convention. I tell you, we Novelty Good Salesmen know how to have a good time.
Has anyone ever told you you look like Donny Osmond?
That's strange. My wife says I look like Charles Lawton. So, want a cigar?
Sure, lay one of those Havanan babies on me.
Thought I was gonna blow your head off there, didn't you? Well, you were right! You shouldn't smoke. It's a bad habit. That cracks me up every time.
Jumpy little sucker. Jumpy little sucker. Actually, I'd call this more of a freak. I think I could lubricate my car with this stuff. Brown water. Never mix, never worry. It's a fine funnel.
Kumquats. It's totally covered with crud. It's closed. You're brilliant. What a novel design. Come to Baltimore at once. I'll use the Chronojon.
I'm just a failure.
Hey, there's a letter here for you.
For me? Probably another rejection slip. Oh well. You're brilliant. What a novel design. Come to Baltimore at once.
My dad has one of these in his den. When you pull the trigger, a humorous flag is propelled out of the barrel on a stick and unfurls. Wow, that guy just won the lottery.
Huh? I don't see anything.
Oh, never mind.
You didn't expect me to fall for that old gag, did you? You have to get up pretty early in the morning to fool this old joker. In fact, I invented disappearing ink.
Hi there.
What can I do for you, kid?
Nice cigars.
I rolled them myself. So, want another cigar?
Okay, but only if you promise not to light it this time.
Would I do a thing like that? I don't get it. Get lost, kid.
What's up? Don't feel like talking, huh? Vow of silence or something, probably, right? Well, that's cool. Great hat, man. I know some dudes in a band who'd eat roaches for hats like that. They're called insensitive spittoon. Ever hear of them? If you ever get to the 1990s, check them out. I had something for Red Edison. Do you know where I could find him? Well, nice talking to you, dude. Yo.
Hello?
What's up, you cold?
Cold? I'm freezing.
Why don't you build a fire?
Well, I keep asking Jefferson to build a fire, but he won't. Says he needs the log for posterity and won't part with it.
He's going to give the log to starving children?
I don't get any respect around here. Why, I bet if George I spent the winter in Valley Forge, Washington was cold, we'd get some heat in here.
How come you sign your name so big?
Astigmatism.
That's where your joints hurt, right?
All right. The truth is that a friend once told me that women go crazy over guys with a big signature.
What are you guys doing in here?
We're writing
We're drafting a constitution for the United States.
Don't say draft. You'll only make me colder.
Wimp.
Well, why don't you put a coat on?
I'm wearing a coat, you nitwit. I've even got this blanket which makes me itch, and I'm still freezing.
Awesome blanket there, dude.
Thank you. It was given to me by my dear old colorblind Aunt Hattie.
Shouldn't you guys be working instead of just sitting there?
Writer's block. We can't think of any amendments or anything, so we put a suggestion box over there. I don't suppose you have any brilliant ideas?
No music in elevators.
No music in what?
Well, I gotta go, dude. The Constitutional Convention invites your comments, critiques, amendments to the Constitution. George says that every American should have a vacuum cleaner in their basement. Boy, it's sure quiet in here. I wonder if there might be any ideas worth discussing in the suggestion box. Maybe somebody should take a look.
I say, lads, I have an idea.
Does it have anything to do with starting a fire?
No. I was thinking it's about time we open the suggestion box. Don't you agree?
Sure, George, if you say so.
Yes, whatever you think is fine with us.
Excellent.
What's he thinking? No one of any importance has been here all day. What could be in the suggestion box?
Perhaps he intends to suggest something himself.
Oh.
Here's a suggestion. It says, George says that every American should have a vacuum cleaner in their basement. What do you think, gentlemen? Whatever you say, George.
Your name's on it. I'm sure you must have a good reason for suggesting it.
Yes, it's strange. I don't quite... Well, I'm sure I had a reason for it. If there are no objections, we shall add it to the Constitution immediately. No? Good, and so shall it be law.
What's a vacuum cleaner?
Mr. Hancock, dude?
Yes? My coat! Get away, you loyalist!
It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. Stolen from the desk of George Washington. Excuse me.
Yes?
Whoa, you're like George Washington.
Very much like him, according to my wife, Mrs. Washington.
Whoa.
Indeed.
Cold enough for you?
Cold? Why, you don't know the meaning of the word. I spent a winter at Valley Forge. Now that was cold. Why, my spit would freeze before it hit the ground.
Cool.
Extremely.
Hey, tall, dark, and spiffy, my name's Hoagie.
Well, how quaint. I am, of course, Thomas Jefferson, noted scholar, musician, horseman, student of the sciences, member of the bar.
Oh, sure, I've heard of you, dude. Dude, is that like the Constitution?
It is. Now that our esteemed leader has sparked us with his brilliant vacuum suggestion, we're really rolling. In a few minutes, Washington's going to present his proposal to split the government into 8 branches: executive, judicial, legislative, bronchial, atypical, Freudian, elliptical, and extra crispy.
I hope they've got a good editor. Has anyone ever told you you're a very snappy dresser?
Why, yes. I studied at Virginia Coat and Technical, where I majored in color theory. I was captain of the varsity cravat team.
Those are impressive credentials, Tom.
Thomas,
Could you start a fire, please?
I'd love to oblige you, young man, but I can't. This is the only log, and I'm saving it for posterity.
How can you let Hancock suffer like that?
A real man is warmed by the fires of his spirit. You should listen to Washington relate his experiences at Valley Forge and take heed.
What's in the can, Tommy?
Thomas, my name is Thomas, and this, my chubby friend, is a time capsule filled with remembrances of our time to be revealed 400 years hence.
Dude, I loved your work on the Declaration of Independence.
Ah, thank you. What was your favorite part?
I like the part about prudence.
Prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should.
Yeah, there's just one thing, though.
Yes?
Who's Prudence?
Never mind.
So, how's the time capsule going?
I'm sorry to say that except for my log, we haven't got a thing.
Well, later, dude.
What? What's going to happen later?
Sometimes I like to eat it raw. Salad oil. It's empty. I hope this wasn't used in the outhouses.
I would, but it would only rain.
Hey,
What is it?
you look kind of familiar.
Of course I do. I'm Red Edison, the inventor, not to mention owner of this inn. Perhaps you've seen my picture in some important scientific journal. Then again, maybe not.
What are you doing?
I'm inventing, you simpleton. What's it look like I'm doing?
I know an inventor who looks a bit like you.
Well, it's not one of my sons, that's for sure. It appears that I, Red Edison, foremost genius of my day, am to be the last in a long line of gifted inventors. My nearly indistinguishable sons have decided that they want to be artists. I think it was Jed's idea. Or is it Ned? Ah, well, the left-handed one at any rate. Must be some sort of bad blood on their mother's side.
What are you inventing?
It's a piece of paper that will stick to things by itself. Rather ingenious, if I must say so myself.
What are you inventing?
It's a piece of...
Well, see you later.
You might if you cut that hair a bit shorter.
Just looks like a regular hammer to me, but then I'm no scientist.
Say, that's a left-handed hammer, you know. I invented it myself. It was for my ungrateful slob of a left-handed son. Oh, well.
Help wanted lab assistant. Hard-working moronic drone needed to assist genius with experiments. High school diploma not required.
What's this? Help wanted, moronic drone, assist genius, yada yada yada. Well, I'm the only genius around, and you look dumb enough. So pick up your lab coat and get to work.
It's the battery plans I'm supposed to give to that Red Edison dude.
Super battery, eh? Brilliant design. Sometimes I amaze myself. Now all I need is oil, vinegar, and some gold.
It looks more like a raincoat than a lab coat. I bet it calls the butler just like on TV. Wee! Wee!
Here I am, don't get your curls in an uproar. Excuse me, Mr. Washington. Boy, what a mess.
Old-fashioned lye in a new, more convenient size. The water's all sudsy now.
I told you guys I'll get to the flag next. I'm working as fast as I can.
Hey, chill. Take your time.
Don't tell me you've got another design change for the flag.
I've got another design change for the flag.
I knew it. What's the current brainstorm from our fickle founding fathers?
It should have a hologram on it somewhere.
Oh, what the heck. At this point, I'd do anything just to have it over with. Put the pattern on the table and I'll look at it when I'm done with this job. Back off or get stitched.
The guys downstairs say they want a big family crest, and in the four corners they want a keg, some babes, a guitar, and some drumsticks. And underneath it all put, America rocks.
Just put the plans on the table and I'll get to it.
My grandma had one like that. What if it had the face of the devil on it, with like red, white, and blue flames coming out of his mouth?
Just put the plans on the table and I'll get to it.
Well, let's make it just like the British flag, but upside down to cheese them off.
Just put the plans on the table and I'll get to it.
We could have this babe like a waitress, and she's carrying this red, white, and blue cherry pie.
Just put the plans on the table and I'll get to it.
How about a big old picture of me?
Just put the plans on the table and I'll get to it.
I'll make it just like you were going to, but put in flying V guitars instead of stars.
Just put the plans on the table and I'll get to it.
Well, let's just have a picture of a guy carrying a bundle of sticks, and not name the country anything at all.
Just put the plans on the table and I'll get to it.
2 words, totally black.
Just put the plans on the table and I'll get to it.
Okay, instead of 50 stars, let's have one of those reclining silver babes, like truckers have on their mud flaps.
Just put the plans on the table and I'll get to it.
Why don't we put a crossword puzzle on it, so you have something to do waiting in line at the post office?
Just put the plans on the table and I'll get to it.
George wants the flag to be a pair of boxer shorts covered with little red valentines.
Just put the plans on the table and I'll get to it.
If you embroidered the order of poker hands in the corner, people would forget them less.
Just put the plans on the table and I'll get to it.
Well, let's make it just like the British flag, but upside down to cheese them off.
Just put the plans on the table and I'll get to it.
Hey, what's that on the plans? It looks like a secret backwards message. Oh, it's just a coffee stain. I don't quite see how it can fly. Chateau de Cheapo, 1775. Probably the underwear drawer. Grody, man. I don't go through people's underwear. Hi, Horsey.
Oh, hi yourself.
Wow, you can talk.
Wow, so can you. What a coincidence.
Nice teeth.
Thanks. I paid quite a bit for them.
Did I mention how great your teeth look?
Thanks again.
Is this some kind of a trick?
I don't do magic. I'm just a horse.
I didn't think horses could talk.
Maybe they just never had anything to say to you. Ever think of that?
You mean horses have been snubbing me my whole life?
Well, if you want to put it that way.
What's a nice horse like you doing in a place like this?
Hey, I live here. What are you doing here?
Did I mention how great your teeth look?
Thanks again.
I'm trying to get back to the future and save the world.
The future, huh? And I thought that Franklin guy was off his nut.
Well, I gotta go.
See you later.
Ahem. The LALR compiler is constructed by the following method. First, develop a rigorous elective grammar. If the elements have NP completeness, the crunchy factor can be ignored. Blah, 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 blah. Whoa. These are almost as gross as my friend Eddie's teeth, and he eats raw sewage on stage. Ick. Ick. Question is, which one's stuffed and which one's the real McCoy?
I assure you that we are both real, but we are neither one of us McCoys. We are Edisons, Ned and Jed.
Who's who?
Does it really matter? Even our dear father can't tell us apart. He only knows that one of us is left-handed while the other is right, but that neither of us are following in his tiny scientific footsteps. Hold still, Jed! So, I'm almost too frightened to ask, are you the marble delivery man? Or the model?
I'm the model. Should I take my clothes off now?
No. No, you most definitely should not. We couldn't get your body shape right anyway, unless we cemented 2 slabs of marble together. But then your statue would have a big seam in it.
That's okay. It would have one anyway.
Look, don't call us. We'll call you.
Dang. I'm the delivery man, okay, if I unload in here?
Actually, we are well supplied with medium, so thank you, no.
This ain't medium, it's the extra large stuff.
Please go away. We artists are very sensitive to your kind of people.
What kind of people?
Big, dumb people.
I'm no marble delivery man, but rock is my life.
I'm sure that's terribly amusing, where you're from. Where exactly did you come from?
I live off campus with Bernard and Laverne.
How nice for you. How nice for Bernard. How nice for Laverne. How nice for everybody.
Well, actually, they never let me play my music very loud.
Yes, of course. Well, goodbye.
Sorry, hope I haven't jostled you.
Too late. Please give me back my hammer. Oh no! I've lost it! Oh, where hath gone the muse that once guided my hand with such care? Must inspiration be so transitory? Must art be so cruel? I'm a failure. Don't say that, Ned. Father was right. We Edisons are made to be scientists, not artists. Dear brother, we must be strong in these times of creative adversity. Why don't you let me take over for a while? I'll clean this rubble up and start over. You relax. Have a cappuccino. I'm glad we switched places. I think you're coming out quite well. Sounds like the cat's caught a moose up there.
Cats dig these. All right, paint. Nah, I like it the way it is. I don't like pink.
Get me down from here!
Looks better now. Excuse me.
Yes?
Is it true about you and the cherry tree?
Oh, yes, it's quite true. Why, I've cut down acres of cherry trees in my day.
Would you give me a demonstration?
I don't see why I should.
I've been thinking about what you said about cherry trees.
Pondering the great truths, eh? Well?
I bet you've lost it. You couldn't cut down a tree to save your grandmother.
Lost it, have I? Why, I'd show you a thing or two if there were a cherry tree nearby. But as you can see, well, what do you know? There is a cherry tree out there. Well, let's go chop the sucker down.
I said come down from there at once!
Try to understand. I'm stuck in this...
Voila!
You're quite a man.
Yes, I know.
Get me out of here! I haven't done anything.
Well, you must have done something or you wouldn't be here now, would you? You'd be out in the lobby with your tentacle owner getting dressed up for the human show.
Owner? No one owns me.
Gosh, no owner, you say? Well, don't worry about it. I'm sure someone will come adopt you before we have to put you to sleep.
Damn that Dr. Fred.
Hey, she knows the Edison family motto.
I think they're both cheating.
Best not bother them, they're busy cheating.
Dr. Fred, is that you?
What? You're nuts. There hasn't been a Fred in the Edison family for 200 years. The last Fred was such a shame to the whole family, not to mention the whole human race.
Well, who are you then?
I'm Zed Edison. That's my wife Zedna, and my son Ved.
Nice to meet you. Where am I?
You're in the ancestral home of the once proud Edison family. We were once the masters of this house, just as humans were once the masters of Earth. Now we are the servants, the pets.
And not very good at either one, I might add.
Oh, get bent, you overdressed nightcrawler.
How do I get out of here?
If I knew that, do you think I'd be here?
What's this about a human show?
It's a degrading farce. That's what it is. These slimy tentacles put humans in humiliating little costumes, do sickening things to their hair, and then force them to parade their ridiculous talents in front of unqualified judges who were paid off weeks in advance.
Didn't get in, eh?
They said macrame wasn't a talent. Pointy-headed goons.
I heard that.
I'm tired of talking now. It's been a long day, and I'm only human.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Tentacle Guy.
What?
Ooh, I don't feel so good. I think I'm going to throw up all over.
Uh-oh. Time to visit Dr. Tentacle.
Well, what have we here?
I feel pukey.
Indeed. All right, now hold still.
Are you gonna use your scalpel?
No, of course not.
Darn. Do you want to use mine?
No.
What? What?
Just as I suspected.
What?
There's nothing wrong with you, human.
What a letdown.
Well, I'm late for the show. I'll send your keeper back for you. Oh, sit. Stay. Good boy.
They've got the spleen mixed up with the liver. Oh, I've got plenty of those at home. I still don't understand how they can eat through a sucker. Licensed to treat tentacles for the betterment of the tentacle race. I shouldn't. He paid a lot of money for that. Hi, my name's Laverne. I'm a sophomore.
My name's Harold. I'm a thoroughbred.
Is your hair naturally blue?
Natural? Oh gosh, this took several very expensive sessions at a posh grooming salon. I've got the hair competition in the bag.
That's quite a tutu you've got there.
Thank you. My owner paid quite a lot of money for it. My owner buys me anything I want.
Where is your owner?
He's not here right now, but he would be if he in any way possibly could. His bus broke down in Pittsburgh, so he's stuck there with the other owners. This is the first show I've ever done alone.
What are you, guys waiting for?
We're all waiting for the human show to begin, of course. If your owner's going to interview, they'd better get you some name tags quick. But then again, why bother? My owner says I'm going to win. I'm the most beautiful human there is.
Well then, good luck.
Who needs luck when you've got beauty?
It's a storage cabinet.
Hey, how'd you get out? Get back in there! I wish Dr. Tentacle would stop losing patience.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Tentacle Guy.
What?
I have to go to the bathroom.
Ha, that's a good one. Imagine a human using a bathroom. Come on, let's take a walk. Okay, human, do your business.
It's unplugged. I think I need to plug that in, but I don't think it's long enough to reach anywhere.